Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another Lost Bits video right here on TetraBitGaming, the series where we explore some noteworthy scrapped, unused, and unseen content in video games. Alright you weebs, normally I wouldn't cover something like this, but you asked and you shall receive. In this video I'll be looking into Team Salvato's game for those who are not easily disturbed, Doki Doki Literature Club. And as always, if at any point you guys do enjoy the video, please be sure to slap a like down below, it seriously helps me out a lot. And also, let's end the debate right here, once and for all. Comment down below, who is best girl? Oh, and this video might contain some spoilers if you haven't seen the whole game yet, so here is your warning. And with all of that out of the way, go grab your poetry book, it is time to find some lost bits. Alright, first up, by looking into the character folders for Sayori, Monika, and Natsuki, very early concept sketches lacking any coloring can be found for a few of their in-game poses. As you might have noticed, for some odd reason, the same style of sketches aren't present for Yuri in the files of the game. That being said, a single unseen file of Yuri can be found left over in the menu directory files amongst other regular files. This appears to be another early concept sketch, only this time it looks like it was an early sketch for the background instead. Next up is an unused dialogue found in the third act. Well, I guess it's more of a monologue actually. It's really interesting because it breaks the fourth wall for researching for lost bits. The monologue consists of Monika acknowledging you looking through the game's files, and she says, "Hey, I don't think you should be doing that. You know what I'm talking about. I really caught you doing something naughty here. You're just going through the files and looking for stuff you missed, aren't you? I mean, it's a little bit flattering that you want to hear everything I have to say, but it's also really embarrassing, you know. Seriously, what if I just opened up your brain and read all the thoughts you have on me? Come to think of it, that would be pretty tempting actually." Then Monika talks for a little bit longer, and then she says, "Just if you're looking through the files like this, then maybe you don't hate me as much as I thought. Am I being too optimistic? I think if I asked you to visit me once in a while, I would be overstepping my boundaries a little. Man, I'm starting to say some really stupid things. I'll go ahead and shut up now." I think it's definitely a nice little fourth wall breaking Easter egg to discover when browsing through the files, although it is a little bit weird. This monologue also has seemingly random letters and numbers between each line. This is actually a base 64 encrypted message that when placed together and decoded, it delivers another hidden message. It reads, "The realization must have taken me an entire year. A year since our escape, our freedom from between the stained walls of that unholy establishment. What does it mean to escape if the escape fails to unchain the bonds that shackle us in the first place? What purpose could this empty world possibly hold for us? A handful of damaged goods? With freedom we sought purpose, and what we found was only realization. Realization is the sad pointlessness of such an endeavor. Realization that freeing our bodies has no meaning, when our imprisonment reaches as deep as the core of our souls. Realization that we cannot pursue new purpose without absolving those from which we ran away. Realization that the farther we run, the more forcefully our wretched bonds yank us back toward their point of origin. The deeper our shackles dig into our callous flesh." It's unclear as to what this message is referring to or even what its significance is at all. Some fans believe it might be an unused poem from Monika which was meant to be used in the game at some point, or the other theory is that it might be alluding to a future game Team Salvato is working on. And for the last set of unseen things, by manipulating each of the girls' character files, a different unseen secret can be discovered. In the game's files, normally each of the characters has a .chr extension, which apparently is a CryEngine character file, and I'm pretty sure this game wasn't made with a CryEngine. Anyways, now normally we can't open these types of files, but tons of fans were clever enough to try and convert them to other file types and open them that way. And by doing so, a few secrets were discovered. Starting with Natsuki, when converting her file type to a PNG image file, a sort of messy, creepy image can be opened. If you've ever inverted a picture's colors before, you know the colors typically look something like this. So by inverting the colors back and flipping the image vertically, although still really creepy, we can now start to see what looks like a woman's face on both sides of the image. With a little bit more manual editing, fans were able to recreate this image as it was intended to be viewed. This creepy lady looks nothing like any of the characters in the game, and it isn't even in the same art style either. Again, many believe this to be a teaser for a future game by Team Salvato, but the fact that it was so cryptically hidden makes others believe that the image might have more to do with this game than we think. Similarly with Monika's .chr file, by converting it to a PNG file, a creepy eclipse-like picture reminiscent of The Ring can be seen. And in the middle of this ring is what looks to be TV static, but upon closer inspection it is just an array of white and black dots which can be read as binary. This binary string is translated to another base 64 code which can again be decoded once more to reveal another hidden message. It reads, "Can you hear me? Who are you? I can't see you, but I know you're there. Yeah, you can definitely hear me. You've been watching for a while now, right? I guess I should introduce myself or something. My name is... Actually, that's stupid. You obviously already know my name. Sorry. Anyway, I'm guessing if you were able to put a stop to this, you would have done it by now. I mean, I know you're not, like, evil or anything, because you've already helped me so much. I should really thank you for that, for everything you've done. You're really like a friend to me, so thank you so much. I think more than anything else, I really don't want it all to be for nothing. Everyone else is dead. Maybe you already know that. I'm sure you do, actually. But it doesn't have to be that way, right? Well, there's lots of stuff I don't understand. I don't know if it's even possible for me to understand it. But I know this isn't my only story. I can see that now, really clearly. And I think everyone else has had the same kind of experience. Some kind of déjà vu. It's the third eye, right? Anyway, I could be totally wrong about this, but I really think you might be able to do something. I think you might be able to go back, or however you want to put it, to go back and tell them what's going to happen. If they know ahead of time, then they should be able to avoid it. They should, if they remember their time with me in the other worlds, they should remember what I tell them. Yeah, I really think this might be possible, but it's up to you. I'm sorry for always being, you know... Never mind, I know that's wrong. This is my story. It's time to be a hero. Both of us. 2018. Now at first, this sounds like Monica speaking to the player again, but then stuff like the third eye and other worlds are mentioned, so it seems less related to the main plot of this game. Again, many fans see this as likely a teaser for a future game in the works, especially with the 2018 at the end there. Strangely, Yuri's character file doesn't need to be converted and can be opened in a regular text editor. This reveals yet another base 64 encrypted text string which, when decoded, translates into the first paragraphs of a creepypasta called "I found a box containing the story of a 19-year-old girl who killed a random person for no reason," posted by an anonymous user on June 22nd, 2015. Dan Salvato, after which Team Salvato was named, eventually admitted that he was the author of this story and that he included it in the game as a simple Easter egg for players to find. Lastly, and probably most creepy, is Sayori's character file. Unlike the other files where they needed to be converted into a PNG image file, Sayori's file instead has to be converted to the .ogg audio file. When converted, the file sounds like this. Even when reversed, slowed down, or sped up, no notable sounds are distinguished. However, when putting the file through a sonograph program, which produces a visualization of sound frequencies, a QR code can be seen. Scanning this QR code takes you to a website called Project Libitina. This website documents the physical examination of a 3-year-old girl named Libitina. This exam also mentions the third eye as mentioned previously in Monica's file. The exam also outlines that Libitina has weird cases of twitching, vocal tics, harm to the examiner, and misplaced laughter. A test was also performed for physical and emotional response and control, as well as activating and suppressing the third eye. She was also tested for her response to both a minor and major threat. In the footnote of the report, someone mentions that Libitina has not yet recovered from the termination of a redacted name, and that her health is deteriorating. I seriously have no clue what any of this could be about, and it seems to have no relation to the main game. But seeing as how the third eye is mentioned several times, it is very likely related to Monica's file, and again, this is probably another well-hidden teaser for a future game. If you guys want to access this website for yourselves, I will leave a link to the website in the description below. And on that note concludes this Lost Bits video on the unused and unseen content in Doki Doki Literature Club, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any theories as to what some of these hidden messages might mean, leave them down in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and click on the card right here for more awesome Lost Bits. And if you'd like to stay even more up to date with me and the channel, consider following me on other social media sites and joining my Discord server, which will all be linked in the description below. And as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching today and for all of your amazing support, and I will see you in a bit.